Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the entire Season 8 storyline so far. So that's going to be the first 2 weeks. I have mastered it. I've sat here for the last 2 hours trying to produce this for you guys, get it perfect. It's absolutely crazy. I figured it out, so be excited guys. This one is going to be insane, so make sure you stay tuned for the entire video. I don't usually say that, but this time I recommend it. Also guys, if you haven't already, go and use my support credit code. Quick shout out to everybody who's been doing that recently. So let's jump straight into the storyline. The first thing we got for the Season 8 storyline was the trailer. So the trailer is pretty obvious. Obviously a lot of you may have already seen this, but I'm going to go over it a little bit just to show you guys where we are at. So to start with, it looks like they're searching for an X marks the spot, and that seems to be this floating kind of beamy light type thing in the sky. And we have 3 teams gathered from the trailer. We have the pirate team, which is Fish Stick and the pirate. We also have the Ice King team, which seems to be Trogue and the Ice King. Looks like the Ice King is teamed up with Trogue. Not too sure what happened to the Ice Queen, but I guess it's just related to the Season 7 Battle Pass here. And then we also have the prisoner skin, the Fire King, who is teamed up with the brand new skins, which are major guys, the hybrid skins. Now these hybrid skins are pretty major for the storyline, and we can see them popping in here. They're all going towards this chest. They're all really hyped for it, and they're just getting really excited to try and get whatever's inside of this chest, which is just crazy. And we can see them battling it out for it, and by the looks of it, it does look like they collect what is inside this chest, because we see it open up at the end of the trailer there. Now jumping back to the map itself, how on earth did we get to that stage? Well, one thing to note is clearly Season 8 isn't straight after Season 7. It clearly is a few months later. We couldn't expect a volcano just to suddenly grow out of the ground like instantly like that. We wouldn't expect all this to happen so quickly. So one thing to note is that Season 8 is at least a few weeks or months ahead of Season 7. So that's how we got to the stage we are currently at, and that leads to a few other factors as well. We'll jump into the loading screens for you guys right now. So here is the first loading screen which I've got, which is pretty interesting. You know, as you can see here with this loading screen, we see that the pirate ship is popping in. So this is obviously just after the trailer, after the invasion, with them coming in on the small boat to the beach. They then decided to bring their big ship in and started to go through the map searching stuff, which makes me feel like that chest that they were searching for in the trailer has already been collected by one of the teams. Now we don't know 100% which team actually collected this chest, so that's going to be something that we're going to have to find out throughout the Fortnite storyline. But clearly, with it being a few months down the line, that makes it clear as well to why the pirates have set up all over the map, which we'll jump into in a second. Before we do that, I just want to show you guys the week 2 loading screen, which is probably the most interesting thing out of this entire video. If you guys want to take something down on paper, want to write something down or screenshot something, this is what you want to know, because this is insane. Okay, so take a little look at the leaked week 2 loading screen. Now this loading screen is major guys. If you actually check this loading screen out and zoom into the back of the loading screen, it looks like the dragon eggs have been hatched open. Now one thing to note, which hardly anybody has picked up on, I've not seen one person pick up on this yet, you guys might have, but I don't think anyone's picked up on it on YouTube from what I can tell, is that the hybrid skin is apparently something to do with the dragon. And why I'm saying that is because the description for the hybrid skin is become the dragon, which is really interesting. And on this loading screen, if you look in the background, the dragon eggs are like cracked open, which is pretty major. So is this hybrid skin what is inside these eggs? Potentially it actually is, and these are the eggs here in game right now. You can see them here next to the the Fire King's throne. They look so similar, the thrones, but obviously this is the Fire King's lair, and these eggs here could simply be what is the hybrid skin. That's potentially what they could be, you know? Is the hybrid skin that egg? We don't 100% know, but if you take a look at the screenshot again, you can see it on the left hand side, we have a variation there of the hybrid skin. And obviously if you check your battle pass as well, there's a bunch of different variations, and maybe that is the actual, the dragon, should I say, really, or the lizard type thing that's inside the eggs maybe. And maybe the other 2 versions of hybrid skin that you can see there on the left and right is that dressed up in kind of like a ninja outfit. So have we finally discovered what's inside the eggs? I think so. We may have something else that the hybrid skins may control, which could be another alternative, but personally I do think the hybrid skin is what's inside the eggs. A little bit unfortunate there, bad news for the Fortnite storyline and bad news for everyone thinking about getting dragons, but obviously it kind of writes off the eggs, and we can probably expect when week 2 comes round, them eggs will probably be cracked open. Anyway, moving on to the next point is the pirates that are based all over the map. This is a pretty interesting point for everybody out there, because clearly it shows that the map has definitely been running for a few months before season 8 come in. Like I say, a few months after season 7, because clearly the pirates have set up all over the map. These bases which you had to complete for the week 1 challenge that you had to go and visit are all over the map. You guys know all the locations of them probably already. I've already covered them on a map change video, but obviously it's clear that the pirates have been setting up all over the map, mainly the fish stick character, and I assume that one pirate character which we have, which is called Blackheart, is the main leader, and obviously the fish stick characters are his troops, the pirate skin of the fish stick, which is really interesting, and he is setting up all over the map. So are the Fire King and the Ice King going to team up to take out the pirates? We're not 100% sure. We could even see that the pirates have their own kind of like land boat, really. It's like a portable vehicle they have over here, where they've taken over 2 camper vans, and they've also taken over 1 truck right here. So that's a pretty obvious thing there, that the pirates are definitely sieging the map over time, and we can probably expect them to move around the map throughout season 8, I assume, or even more of these trucks to pop up during season 8. So that's not it just yet for the storyline, guys. We also have some interesting stuff going on at Polar Peak. You guys are probably thinking, you know, Pat, what on earth is going on with this huge war? You know, the war between all of them is pretty obvious, but are the pirates actually trying to take out each team? Because a base is very close to Polar Peak here. It's almost in walking distance, and that's what makes me think, you know, these pirates have set up here to keep an eye out for what the Ice King is doing, making sure nothing bad is happening in the Fortnite Battle Royale map. I don't think the Fire King and Ice King are definitely like friends or anything like that. I just feel like they are probably going to be enemies, clearly, with the Fire King that's been locked up down here for a long time. We know that the Fire King broke out of here during season 7, so obviously I don't think he's going to be friendly at all with the Ice King. But if there is a third party threat, then maybe they'll team up to take them out, especially with the pirates expanding so quickly around the Fortnite Battle Royale map, and the Ice King really only owns Polar Peak, and obviously the Fire King only owns the volcano, and he's very close to the pirates. They're all situated around that volcano, so a very interesting thing which is going on right there. Obviously the Fire King does have these new hybrid skins which are fighting for him, and obviously they look much better than Trogue, in my opinion. They're probably going to wreck Trogue if you had to kind of put them in a room together. That's what I'd personally say anyway. These ninjas versus a huge Yeti, it's pretty obvious in my opinion, just like the Luke Skywalker versus the Yeti in Empire Strikes Back. Anyway, let me show you guys some other stuff that is pretty interesting for you guys, which you guys will find pretty intriguing regarding the season 8/season 7 storyline, because obviously this comes from season 7. So with the planes being removed, it's pretty obvious that something else has got to happen with the layer over here. We know that the planes used to be located in these outposts, and obviously that's where the planes used to be, and we also have these outposts over here where kind of the Sergeant Winter side of stuff and the A.I.M skin worked from. Now, if you actually take a look on the map, what has happened, I mentioned this in yesterday's map change at the end, but I don't know if everyone made it to the end, is the actual zip lines have been removed from certain locations, and so have some of the A.I.M type structures where the planes were spawning. For example, here, this was a location where the planes would spawn, and the planes would spawn on here, obviously, and that was the little outpost, and obviously we had a zip line going up to this mountain here, and also a zip line going across to this mountain over here. Well, a lot of zip lines have been taken down and moved to the new area, which shows that the A.I.M skin / Sergeant Winter's team have actually decided to move over to expand and explore more of the new environment to kind of get information about what's going on in the Fortnite Battle Royale universe, because we know to start with they aren't actually from the original Battle Royale map. They're from an external world or somewhere else, maybe Save the World, who knows where they're from, but they're from another island somewhere. They came in obviously because of the snowstorm, and that's why they're here, and that's why they're doing research. There are still a few outposts which are set up, maybe that they've got to still do a bit of research at, but not many at all. A lot of the outposts have been completely removed, and obviously A.I.M himself is probably, he's more of a bot, so it's mainly Sergeant Winter controlling the bot and links and people like that, but obviously A.I.M is just the bot who kind of just walks around. You know, there's a few outposts and stuff which have been completely deconstructed, like up here. Zip lines as well have gone from here. There's a lot of zip lines which have been taken down and clearly moved to the other section of the map. So if we go and jump to the other section of the map, we can actually get a quick preview of what A.I.M is actually trying to do over here. It's clear that he's obviously researching into something. He still has some of his outposts over here, his more important outposts, obviously, that he values, or Sergeant Winter. I like to say A.I.M because obviously that's the logo, it's the A.I.M skin logo, but obviously Sergeant Winter, from what we told, or what we were told by Fortnite, from the actual season 7 storyline stuff. We obviously know that the AIM was working for Sergeant Winter from a few screenshots from there. But yes, here's another base which is set up in the new environment, which is clearly researching into what is going on within the map, which is cool, which is nice to see. And that's what it looks like is going on. Like these kind of like AIM symbols and stuff look like just research outposts, and obviously they're kind of interested in what's going on at Sunny Steps. We haven't seen any skins really related to Sunny Steps just yet, so we'll have to see what's going to go on there. We even have kind of like a beacon type area beacon, which is clearly blocked off with kind of like a not 100% blocked off, but almost blocked off on all sides. So maybe this is transmitting something to an external world that direction, maybe. I don't know exactly if it will be that direction, or it could be receiving something from over there. Who knows? It may rotate. We also have a few other outposts as well. You can see the zip lines do link all these two together. We've got this one over here, which is pretty interesting as well. This one seems to be more of kind of like a solar panel section, which obviously powers this and maybe powers other things on the map. It's not too clear what they're actually doing with these outposts. Obviously, when you look on the inside, kind of looks like they have kind of, I don't know, maybe some servers or machines. We can see we've obviously got the generators around the back over here, which must be powering something. Maybe they're connected to what's down here with the research that's going on in this kind of like lava pit area. These look like kind of maybe something that's going to melt, maybe. Looks like the lava's kind of burst out of the volcano and landed over here and caused this. Or maybe it's got something to do with the huge wave that came in within Season 8. We obviously don't see that, and we don't know it's 100% confirmed or not, but obviously this could be something to do with the lava and the water crashing against each other or clashing together to actually cause this kind of like weird substance what we have here. And obviously it's clear that the AIM skin and Sergeant Winter want to research what is going on with this. You can even see they've got kind of like an extractor type thing, which is connected to the water and connected to their machine here, which is interesting to see them researching into that. So we've got a lot of stuff going on within the Season 8 storyline. Some of the stuff I've covered in this video is very advanced. I do hope you have understood everything that I'm covering in this video. I've tried my best to make it as simple as possible for anyone that's new to Fortnite maybe. And if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, comment down below pirate ship, and that'll tell me if you guys have made it all the way to the end of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you are new around here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest map changes and storyline content in the Fortnite Battle Royale universe. And once again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the Fortnite Season 8 storyline so far. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.